8 hidden habits of the wealthy, everyday luxuries they avoid to build lasting wealth. When we picture the lives of the wealthy, it's easy to assume they indulge in luxurious daily habits, such as sipping on expensive coffee, dining in fine restaurants, or constantly upgrading their homes and gadgets. In reality, the wealthiest individuals often live in a way that is quite the opposite. Many of the everyday luxuries that seem commonplace to the average person are intentionally avoided by those who understand the true value of wealth building. The habits of wealthy individuals go beyond simply having a larger income. They're often about mindset and conscious decision-making. These individuals know that true wealth doesn't come from splurging on fleeting luxuries, but from investing wisely, making strategic decisions, and avoiding wasteful spending. Here are 8 everyday luxuries wealthy people quietly avoid, and the deeper insights behind why these choices make a significant impact on their long-term success. 1. Expensive coffee runs, the hidden cost of convenience. Coffee culture is a global phenomenon, with many people starting their day with a stop at a local cafe for their daily fix. It's become a social ritual, and the price, ranging from $4 to $6 per cup, isn't something we typically consider when placing an order. However, over the course of a year, that daily habit can amount to several $100s, money that could have been invested or saved for something more meaningful. Wealthy individuals recognize this small, but often overlooked, expense. They tend to invest in quality coffee machines for their homes, where they can make their favorite brews for a fraction of the cost. This small habit serves as a reminder that wealth building isn't just about the big decisions. It's about eliminating unnecessary expenses that add up over time. Additionally, many wealthy people understand that by cutting out this daily splurge, they free up time and energy to focus on more important pursuits, whether that's reading, planning, or spending time with family. For them, it's not about denying themselves the pleasure of coffee. It's about finding a way to enjoy it without the ongoing cost. 2. Brand name fashion, prioritizing timeless style over flashy labels. When we think of wealth, many of us picture people wearing the latest designer clothing, sporting exclusive brand name accessories, and showcasing their status with high-end fashion. However, many wealthy individuals actually avoid this trap, opting instead for timeless, well-crafted clothing that will stand the test of time. While they might appreciate quality and craftsmanship, they avoid splurging on expensive designer labels simply to display wealth. Instead, they choose clothing that is classic, versatile, and durable, focusing on long-term value rather than short-term trends. This approach allows them to build a wardrobe that works across different seasons and occasions without constantly chasing the next must-have item. In addition, investing in quality clothing means less money spent on fast fashion, which can be wasteful both financially and environmentally. By avoiding the pull of constant consumption, the wealthy are able to maintain their financial stability while still looking put together and stylish. 3. The latest gadgets, waiting for value instead of impulse buying. Technology is constantly evolving, with new gadgets and devices hitting the market every year. For many, the allure of the latest smartphone, smartwatch, or laptop is too strong to resist. However, wealthy individuals take a more measured approach. They understand that new gadgets often come with inflated price tags, especially in the early months of release, and that many of these devices don't offer substantial improvements over previous models. Rather than upgrading every time a new version is released, the wealthy often wait until the prices drop or the newness wears off. They prefer to maximize the value of their current tech and only upgrade when there's a genuine need or when the device no longer functions properly. This mindset allows them to avoid unnecessary spending while still staying up to date with technology when it's truly worthwhile. Wealthy individuals also prioritize tech that has a longer lifespan and greater functionality, which ensures that they get the most out of their investments. This approach reduces waste and allows for better financial planning, demonstrating the importance of patience and strategic decision-making. 4. Expensive wine and alcohol, investing in experiences over bottles. Dining out at upscale restaurants often comes with a hefty markup on alcohol, particularly rare wines and top-shelf cocktails. While indulging in fine wine may seem like an appealing luxury, many wealthy individuals are mindful of the cost associated with this habit. They tend to prioritize experiences that are more meaningful and enriching without the need to constantly spend on expensive drinks. Instead of drinking to impress or keep up with social norms, the wealthy often enjoy drinking in moderation at home or in more relaxed settings. For them, the value isn't in the price of the bottle, it's in the company they keep and the memories they create. Additionally, they understand that spending large amounts on alcohol is a form of status signaling that ultimately doesn't contribute to long-term wealth. This mindset encourages more intentional living and an appreciation for experiences that can be enjoyed without overspending. 5. Frequent dining out. Recognizing the true cost of convenience. Dining out at fine restaurants may feel like an occasional treat, but for many, it becomes a regular habit. The cost of frequent dining out quickly adds up, particularly when you factor in tips, transportation, and alcohol. Wealthy individuals tend to avoid eating out on a daily or even weekly basis, recognizing that the price for convenience can be astronomical. Instead, they tend to cook at home more often, either preparing meals for themselves or hosting small dinner parties. This gives them more control over the quality of their food, the nutritional value, and, most importantly, the cost. By avoiding the high markups of restaurant meals, they can enjoy healthier, more affordable dining options. Furthermore, wealthy individuals understand that the time and energy spent on cooking at home can be both enjoyable and productive. It can be an opportunity to unwind, socialize with family, and engage in creative cooking projects that add more value than the fleeting pleasure of dining out. 6. First-class flights, prioritizing value over comfort. While first-class flights may offer luxury and comfort, they are also significantly more expensive than business or economy class. The wealthiest individuals tend to avoid first-class tickets because they know the added cost doesn't provide substantial value for most flights, especially those under 6 hours. Instead, they often fly business class or economy, taking advantage of the substantial savings without sacrificing comfort. Additionally, they know that these savings can be better invested elsewhere, whether it's for future travel, investments, or more impactful experiences. Wealthy individuals understand that a first-class seat doesn't add as much value as investing that money into growing their wealth. 7. Upgrading to the latest car, recognizing the depreciation factor. When it comes to cars, the wealthy often avoid the urge to upgrade to the latest model every few years. They know that cars lose their value the moment they are driven off the lot, and keeping a vehicle for several years can save tens of thousands of dollars. Instead of buying a new luxury car every few years, wealthy individuals tend to purchase used cars or keep their existing vehicles for longer. This is a strategic financial decision, as it prevents the significant depreciation that occurs with new cars. By holding onto a car for several years, they also get more value out of the initial investment, all while avoiding unnecessary expenditures. In fact, many wealthy individuals prefer to buy cars that are known for their reliability and longevity, ensuring that they get the most value out of their vehicles over time. 8. Lavish home renovations, focusing on value over aesthetics. While first-class flights may offer luxury and comfort, they are also significantly more expensive than business or economy class. The wealthiest individuals tend to avoid first-class tickets because they know the added cost doesn't provide substantial value for most flights, especially those under 6 hours. Instead, they often fly business class or economy, taking advantage of the substantial savings without sacrificing comfort. Additionally, they know that these savings can be better invested elsewhere, whether it's for future travel, investments, or more impactful experiences. Wealthy individuals understand that a first-class seat doesn't add as much value as investing that money into growing their wealth. 7. Upgrading to the latest car, recognizing the depreciation factor. When it comes to cars, the wealthy often avoid the urge to upgrade to the latest model every few years. They know that cars lose their value the moment they are driven off the lot, and keeping a vehicle for several years can save tens of thousands of dollars. Instead of buying a new luxury car every few years, wealthy individuals tend to purchase used cars or keep their existing vehicles for longer. This is a strategic financial decision, as it prevents the significant depreciation that occurs with new cars. By holding onto a car for several years, they also get more value out of the initial investment, all while avoiding unnecessary expenditures. In fact, many wealthy individuals prefer to buy cars that are known for their reliability and longevity, ensuring that they get the most value out of their vehicles over time. 8. Lavish home renovations, focusing on value over aesthetics. Home renovations can be exciting, but they also come with hefty price tags, especially if you're constantly upgrading to follow the latest trends. Wealthy individuals often avoid excessive renovations, focusing instead on making improvements that will add real value to their properties over time. Rather than constantly remodeling to keep up with design trends, they invest in quality upgrades that improve the functionality and long-term value of their homes. This might include investing in energy-efficient systems, better insulation, or high-quality materials that stand the test of time. By avoiding unnecessary renovations that won't pay off, they ensure that their homes appreciate in value without draining their resources. Conclusion: building wealth through thoughtful decision-making. The wealthy aren't always indulging in every luxury that comes their way. Instead, they recognize that true wealth building is about making smarter, more intentional decisions. By avoiding unnecessary luxuries like expensive coffee, brand name fashion, and frequent dining out. They save significant amounts of money that can be invested in ways that will provide greater long-term returns. These habits reflect a mindset that values patience, foresight, and financial discipline. Wealthy individuals understand that small, everyday decisions add up over time, and by consciously avoiding these everyday luxuries, they are setting themselves up for lasting financial success. By incorporating these insights into your own life, you too can start making decisions that move you closer to your financial goals without sacrificing the joy of living well.